This is a lot of responsibility. I don't know if I can handle it.
All right, guys. Injuries. Dre Greenlaw is out. All right, Marcel's questionable. Kinlaw is questionable. Mosley's doubtful, and Armstead's questionable. Go ahead.
What kind of practice did Kinlaw have today?
He had a good practice, and we'll see how he feels out after it, how he looks tomorrow. But most of it, this is half speed. We got one full speed period, but he looked good and made it through it.
With him, is it seeing how he does on the tomorrow and on the plane flight?
Yeah, it's each day. When he does a little work, it's seeing how he reacts the next day. So he got a lot in yesterday. It was great today. Was on his feet most of the day today. We'll fly out there tomorrow, and we'll see how he's doing tomorrow.
What is your itinerary? You guys usually go on Fridays, right?
Yeah, we always go on Fridays if it's 2 hours time change. But with us being out here and there's no time difference, just like when we fly to Seattle or we fly to LA, we usually go on that Saturday. So I think we get there like 4 o'clock.
With Greenlaw's groin injury, did it happen on the pick six, and how long is he going to be out?
It was bothering him in camp and stuff. Started to get better. I think he retweaked it on that pick six. That's when he started complaining about it. We took him out, hoping that calming him down, it would get better, and it just hasn't this week. So we had to make that decision. I know when guys who usually have had that are around 4 to 6 weeks, hoping it's that, but you never know.
How was Aziz done, and how did he do the other day?
I thought Aziz, live, I thought he was one of the best players on the field, just flying around. I bet I looked that way a little bit on TV too. And then when I watched the film on the plane, it was confirmed. I thought he had a hell of a day, hell of a game, and he's got some playing time in for us over the last few years, and I thought he had his best game there, and I expected to keep just getting better.
Patrick Daniel said yesterday that Trey Sermon responded to not being active but having a great week of practice. What did you see?
It's awesome. I thought he ran the ball better this week in practice. I think that's accurate. That's everyone as the season starts to get going, you're getting better or worse, and it was good. I thought he got better this week.
Trent Williams talked about the defensive line on Philly, how, it's the same players, it's a different scheme, so you're playing against a different schematic. Did you see that same thing?
Yeah, they just have a lot more multiple fronts and stuff. They've been the 4-down look for as long as I can remember. Going back to when I was in the NFC East almost 10 years ago. A lot of the same guys, they still play that way though. But they mixed in a 3-4 last week. We know they play 4-down. When they do play 4-down, they look the exact same as they always have, but we also know they have a lot of stuff we haven't seen also. So they got a big package scheme-wise, and we got to be ready for anything.
Guys have injuries and they play through them all the time. John on the radio yesterday said, Greenlaw had that for a couple of weeks. So if he gets injured, it's like, oh, why'd you play him? But, did you guys think he might have to deal with that through the season and he could just manage it?
Yeah, that's how a lot of people are with it. I think Marcel had a similar one last year. When you guys have that stuff, you take the reps off and you see if it doesn't get worse. And if it doesn't get worse, you can usually manage it. That's what we've been doing with him the last couple of weeks. But it's gotten worse. So we have a feeling it's not going to work out that way. And once we saw that, we had to make that decision.
I have not been inside the Greenbrier, but it seems really nice, and it seems like it's kind of an expensive place to stay during the week. And I know that your team owner is from Youngstown, and probably if he had his druthers would want to stay there. Was there any give and take on that from him? Was there any pushback from the owner about staying here as opposed to a place where he probably gets a discount?
No, Jez has been as cool as he can be about that type of stuff. He always just asks us what we think's best for the team, and we give him our reasons. And when we say something's best for the team and it makes sense, he's never ever brought up something like that. And we don't make the decisions on how nice the inside is. We make the decisions based off of how close this football field is, and they got a football facility right here, and that's why this place is so perfect in terms of what's best for a football team. They just did a hell of a job. Arden got it on defense where he gave great pass rush looks, and when you do that stuff, you're giving the offense a look, but you're also getting yourself ready to play, which I think he did a good job of too. Barrett on the special teams, and then Trey just giving us a hell of a look of Jalen Hurt all week was really good for our team.
I don't think I've ever heard Nick Nelson complain about putting penalties not called on. Is that something that you guys point out to the league on his behalf? It sort of seemed like we got held a lot against Lions, and I don't think anybody was called for.
Everything that we think is a penalty, we turn into the league, and then they give us whether they disagree or they say sorry they missed it. We get that later in the week, but it's that's passed, so it doesn't matter much. But Nick doesn't complain about really anything. I think that guy blocked him pretty well. There's always a couple that you could take, but he's been held a lot worse in other games.
This is a very random question, but in regards to
So this is a shocker.
But you were really random. You were mic'd up before the Super Bowl, and you saw Bosa, and you said to someone on the headset, Bosa looks like he wants to kill somebody. Is that just Super Bowl Bosa, or is that like every week Bosa?
Bosa loves football, and he's very locked into it. And you don't ever see him really go out of his personality in terms of talking or out of his character. He's very comfortable in his own skin, and he's always himself. But you can see how obsessed he is with football on game day, and everybody feels like that on games. Everyone really feels like that before Super Bowl. And but Bosa, there's nothing fake about him. You can just look at him and kind of feel his energy and almost get an idea from him when you're just by him.
A couple of new additions this week in Fitzpatrick and Cannon. Are they possibilities to be in uniform?
Yeah, they definitely have a possibility. We'll plan all that stuff out. I'll talk more with the coaches since we're done with practice here. But they both have a chance to be up, yes.
Ayuk have a good week?
Ayuk did have a good week. Yeah, he did.
How do you evaluate that?
Whether you have a good week?
Yeah.
Just how you run your routes, how you do your blocking assignments, your MAs, how you take the new game plan, what you do on Wednesday to Thursday to Friday and getting all this stuff. And, it's not just about Ayuk. I know I keep saying this, but I feel bad for him that everyone's making it just like him. Did he do it also has to do with other receivers in the room, and we got a pretty good group, and I think all those guys had a pretty good week.
Do you anticipate
making a roster move with Greenlaw and IR, or maybe that can wait till like you did with Hurd last week?
Yeah, it can wait. I'm not sure of that answer. I think we might do it tomorrow. I don't know. I haven't even asked on that yet, but I know we don't have to do it. It could wait.
Take one more.
No, you're done. No. You guys good?
Yeah, good.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Mm-hmm.